say you want to learn how to do a 1-foot spin. And maybe you can already do a 2-foot spin, but of course the better your 2-foot spin is, the easier it's going to be to do a 1-foot spin. And whenever we're spinning, no matter what the spin is, whenever we're spinning, we're making circles on the ice, right? We're trying to trace a circle on the ice. And we don't trace the circle on the ice because our balance isn't perfect, but that's basically what spinning is. So we want to be able to do a 2-foot spin making circles on the ice with both feet. So both feet are going around each other. That's what you're trying to achieve with your 2-foot spin. And of course, when it comes to spinning, it's always easier to do things when you have more speed, for the same reason that a child's toy, is more stable when it's spinning faster. When it starts to slow down, it starts to wobble and eventually falls. Well, it's the same principle in spinning. The more speed you have, the easier it is to be steady and keep your balance. Because when we have spinning speed, there's a resistance of the axis to changes in direction. I'm not going to give you a physics lesson right now, but maybe you have noticed that things are faster. It's difficult to get a spin going fast, but once it's going fast, everything's easier after that. So how are we going to get a lot of speed on our 2-foot spin? Well, I might just get a little bounce going and push myself around the circle, but that's maybe not the very easiest way for everybody. You want to let your feet go apart and then come back together to get speed. Apart together, apart together. And you could do this, maybe it's easier for you to do this with 1 foot, but start with a good bend in your ankles, knees, and hips. Start with a good bend, and then just let this foot go out and come back together, keeping your balance on this foot. And if you're good at this, you can get this foot making a little circle on the ice here, somehow keeping your speed with this foot and making a little circle on the ice, bringing that together, feet together, circling around each other. If I have lots of speed, then I can lift up and stay stable. How long can you lift up 1 foot at a time? Get some speed, get your feet fairly close together, lift 1 foot up and see how long you can hold that. That's how you practice doing a 1-foot spin after doing a 2-foot spin. Try to get as much speed as you can on the 2-foot spin. Another thing that's going to help you with the 1-foot spin is if let's say you're trying to do a 1-foot spin on a back inside edge. So you're trying to do this spin basically. That's a very, very shallow back inside edge. For spins, we want to have quite shallow edges, very deep edges leading in, and then shallow edge for the spin itself. So let's work on that shallow edge. It's a shallow back inside edge. Practice balancing on this shallow edge. Shallow back inside edge with a nice consistent curve, right? If I practice balancing on that edge, I'm totally simulating what the position is and the balance is if I did that exact same position in a spin. I'm basically on just a very shallow inside edge, keeping my balance on that inside edge. Yeah, well, maybe it's easier for you to go into your 1-foot spin some other way instead of just starting somehow with some speed on a 2-foot spin and picking 1 foot up. Maybe you'd rather go into it like maybe something like this. Get a little speed and come around here and then into the 1 foot spin. Just giving you a few options. Eventually you want to be able to go into your spin on 1 foot, so, and the usual standard way we do this is from a mohawk, back inside, forward, outside, and onto the spin. How we get onto that forward edge doesn't have to be from a Choctaw, of course. It could be from a change of edge. Okay, and if you want to be extremely creative, you won't even go in on a forward outside edge. You'll go in on maybe a back inside. Deep back inside edge and up into a spin. Difficult entry right there. So difficult I can't show it very well. But okay, good luck with learning how to do your 1 foot spins. And bye for now.